for winningfreepicks.com. First, you know what we do. We check to make sure we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube. Wonderful. Looks like it's underway here. We'll take it. That's what we like to see. Good. All right. So, right, I'll just say right off the bat again, although I just said that. So, we got, I saw on the comment page, somebody's like, listen, no chewing, no chewing, no chewing when you're being live. I was like, caught me off guard. I should have been ready for the countdown, but you have one of those little protein bars that make you chewzilla. Miguel, how are you tonight? Daniel, thanks for joining us. Let's hope Western Kentucky comes back. Listen, we had Texas, Alabama, Hartford got there, Wichita State couldn't get there. Creighton got their doors blown off. And like I said in the video today, that line looked a little fishy. It was going up. People were betting Georgetown. So I went the other way and I paid for it. Paid with some bankroll. And it is what it is. What are we going to do? Throw our fists in the air. Can't do anything about it. Game's over. Yeah, they came through huge, Chris. Big game. Good job. Michael, how are you? So we'll look at these games tomorrow. And I do have two premiums up. I'll give them to you here in the show. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a package up tomorrow because I like them. I have money on them. But, they just haven't been hitting, And I don't like to give out multiple things. And maybe I'll pick one of these. So if you see a package up, it'll say the game in it. So don't buy it if you're watching a free video. Let's start it up here. Time order. We'll go down the line. Come on, Western Kentucky. I need a strong second half here. First up, what do we got? Patriot League, 12 noon. Loyola and Colgate. Colgate's your one seed here. Now, I have Colgate already. I put this out the other day on the site, so you'll get this as a play if you're already a member. But we'll throw it out there for the viewers here. So I like Colgate. Fourth straight championship game for the Raiders. Third straight championship game here on their home court. Now, Loyola Maryland comes in. They had a COVID victory, Holy Cross. They upset Army, who they shot a season-high 10 threes against. Normally, they shoot 28% from three-point land on the year, but yet they somehow managed to pull off a win there, only 67-63, not even a huge blowout for them. They upset number one Navy, who is the top seed here in the Patriot. Obviously, no love for the USA. Loyola's beating Army and Navy. I guess they, shot, probably ran over some Falcons to take their anger out on Air Force Academy. This team was only 6-10 overall, 4-10 in the Patriot, and you got Colgate 13-1, 11-1. The odds consensus, even though they were 2 seed to win the tournament, and why not? They're a good team. As I said, 4 straight championship game appearance here for them. And just a better team overall. Something I talk about all the time, and we'll talk about it a little later on down the road when we talk about another conference championship game. I'll bring this up again. And I've said it about free throw shooting, 75% for the Colgate team. All their guys have free throws. The other side, 60-something percent. Not too good. Although they do have some monster inside, some 6'11" guy. Sandy, he's 21-10. I mean, he's a beast for sure, putting up points, but I don't think the one-man gang's going to do it. Colgate's got 2 big guys in records and Woodruff, 6'10", 6'11", so I think they could throw bodies on the other 6'11" guy, slow him down a bit, and just team-wise, they're deep. They shoot well. I mean, 85 points a game. I said the other day, you've probably seen articles or heard about it on TV, like somehow Colgate's like a top 10 team in the net ratings because Army had a good loss or something somewhere. So, listen, I'm going Colgate here. I'm going to put it in the chat. Take Colgate minus 9.5. B-Town money. I'm going to go Ohio State money line for tomorrow. 304. How are you? St. Bonaventure. I got the under. North Texas game. It's going to be close. Oh, I got Western Kentucky. I need a big second half here. Chris, I found a meme, not for you, but how can I send it to you? It's a baby photo meme. I don't know if you're on Twitter, Chris, or send it in a message if you're on Facebook. Or you could post a meme. I don't mind if you don't post a meme. If you just want to send a message on Facebook, you do the Facebook message if you don't want to put it in the chat. Mean Green, been riding them. I kind of like Mean Green a little bit, but Western Kentucky, last year they were in the championship game. They've been here before. Get over the hump. You're a good team. Can you get over the hump? Come on. Hey, kid looks like me. I got a baby picture. It looks like, when I had like the goatee, I had a little baby picture, and it was in a little baby book my grandma had. So, it's like the side of the book. My wife took like a Sharpie and drew like the little goatee around the little baby face. Beavers in Santa Barbara, huh, Mike? I don't mind taking the Beavers. So Santa Barbara, though, I'm on the. I don't like Santa Barbara. I think we talked about that day. We'll grab Irvine. I think does Alabama have somebody out? I think Alabama have somebody out. We'll talk about this one here in a minute. Let's go to we're gonna jump around time wise here because let's talk about free throw shooting. Cincinnati's facing Houston here. Now Houston, I'll talk about Cincinnati beating my guys because I had Wichita State and that was a toilet bowl play. But Houston's here, and I've said I think this team's really good. Offensive, defensively, really good numbers. They put up your adjusted numbers for this and that. You got here because Memphis, who I said kind of struggles offensively, which they do. I mean, they could score, but sometimes they, hit some the wall or whatever. They have some lagging offensive problems. Your free throw shooting here cost you. Single-handedly cost you the game. As a team, I mean, you shoot like 60-some%. They're two guards. Who's that? Boogie or whatever his name is. 66% free throw shooter. And Quinones, another guard, 6'5" guard, 65% free. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, throwing stuff out here. I'm assuming most of these guys, whether we think they're going to make the NBA or not, they have like dreams of playing. And I've said it before. How don't you, as a guard, hit free throws? You're standing at a line by yourself, shoot free throws. I don't understand how every college player, especially little guys, 6'5". I mean, you're 6'5" in the NBA, 6'3" in the NBA. You were a diamond. You're not even a dime a dozen. You were. I mean, they're all over the place. They could just pick those guys up off the street. It's like going to Target, going down the sale aisle, finding somebody who's 6'5", and who can't shoot a free throw. You cost your team a championship game. And not just those two guys, but the entire team, a terrible free throw shooting. So anyway, so Cincinnati gets it done here. And these guys are young. They're dangerous. And I thought they'd collapse here against a tough Houston, Wichita State, a little more experience, but they pulled it out, And that's part of me, and not that I really like Cincy because I saw they beat SMU twice, but they had lost to all the other top teams. They had lost to their Memphis. They had lost to Houston. They had lost to Wichita State before. So I didn't think they're going to be able to turn on and beat a good team, and they got it done. That's off to Cincy. But 15.5-point underdogs, 90-52 Houston routed these guys 2 weeks ago. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have a play on this. I can't give a – I mean, listen, these final games here, like I mentioned, the Creighton game, it's 8. It goes to 9. The money's pouring in, overflowing out of a cup. It's like somebody turned on a sink and the water's coming overflowing your little shot glass in there, and yet Georgetown routs them. You'd think it would have been the other way around, the way the money, the line was going up. Got to do it with two hands. Memphis can't hit a free to save their life. It's a shame. It's not just them. It's a bunch of teams. Oh, he's been out. I just saw something. I don't know what I was reading on some channel. They had a little comment about somebody out for Alabama. Mike, you said the public's all over Western Kentucky here. Most of the times, and this is all sports, college, and you could find guys who put the games up an hour beforehand, or as the day goes on, you keep adding plays. You know, could I do that? That doesn't, to me, when people just, and I see people do it on Twitter, it's like, all right, 12 o'clock, we got boom, boom, boom. And then later on, it's like, hey guys, we're on this. Like, okay, so you went 2-1 early, so I guess you have some money in your account. So you're gonna bet a 4 o'clock game, and then you're gonna hit that. Then you'll bet the 8 o'clock. Then you don't have anything. So do you not have the money to throw everything out there at once? These lines are gonna come out for the NCAA tournament tomorrow. I'm gonna be locked in on all my games tomorrow night. I'll go down to AC. I might do a couple things, but there's nothing to do because by midnight, 1 a.m. tomorrow, money's going to be on these games. Lines are going to move. And some dog I like that +7 is going to be 5 or 7.5 down to 3 or some nonsense, or a favorite's gone from 2 to 4 and somebody's waiting. Like, who waits for Lee Corso to put on a mascot hat on a Saturday and say that's the game you're betting? Like, who's betting those games? I got my college football's up on a Tuesday. My college basketball's up the day before. I mean, sure. Now, listen, has that bit me in the ass a little bit this year? 100%. All of a sudden, the next day, you got 4 guys sitting out and 2 guys not playing. I mean, it's been a crazy year for sure. But, that's the kind of stuff in this business when you put to get to the selling side of it, you have to put, you can't wait till game. Who does? I don't wait till game time to put a bet in. Why how are you getting the best number doing that? I mean, that line's totally away from you by then. Got this good to Memphis playing as good as anyone. Yeah, the Memphis playing real good. They should have won today. And I like Houston's team. I like Houston's team. Navarez, how are you? Yeah, we know we do. We need him, Chris. I need him. I need him bad. Lock play. I don't have lock plays. I just have a game, and hopefully it wins. We don't throw that out there. Locks. I don't. I didn't go back to my DeLorean to get my Gray Sports Almanac for the weekend. I'm just gonna look at the numbers, and it is what it is. There, Navarro's. We don't have locks. Some game I like better than others. I'll say I like this one, but there's no guarantees. Taxes and death. You can count on that. Taxes 100%. Death even now, I don't know. They want to put you in cryo chamber. So even though that might not be a guarantee in 10 years, but they'll sure as hell tax you to death. That's for sure. Absolutely, Sean. You got your name spelled wrong. You got spelled SEAN. Yeah, like that. 5-star platinum pick, huh? You're no doubt router tomorrow, Mike. Smaller schools I follow the lines. Who the hell watches West Kentucky and North Texas game? I like CUSA and college football. I love Sun Belt action. And that's the only way to call it. There's fakes, there's jokers. Georgia Tech money line. Listen, I got Tech to win this tournament plus 850 right now. So let's go. Ramblin' Wreck, get it done. Bring back the Kenny Anderson days. Dennis Scott. Win this baby. Come on. I appreciate it because listen, Miguel, I'm not gonna come on here and I give out 10, 12, 14 plays. Would I like to go 13-1? Absolutely. Am I hoping to go 8-5 or 8-4 and make people a little money on it? Yes. That's, you just gotta grind it out. And I've said before in the shows, you have to take it. It's not just one day or one game. It's 365 days a year. Used to be like 363 days because you have like an all-star break, but now it's basically every day. There's something to do. All right. Fire away, Sean. We got a Sean story coming up. Obviously, I'll talk about a next game and you could type it because there's a little delay and I'll get to your story. So let's go SEC, Alabama, LSU. So Bama's the 1 seed, 5.5. Actually, I think Alabama should win this one closer like probably 8 or 10. 105-75. They blitzed them in LSU, 78-60 at home. What are they going to tank? Down 15 all the way back. We somehow manage a cover. Will it be a dogfight? LSU show up? I don't know. I want to go over the total, but we saw, didn't quite get there again with these high totals. I see it. Vegas, Dave. Yeah. He goes 5-0 because when he takes the Yankees minus 340 with Cole and they lose, and you're $100. Now you're down 340, and he tells you to triple up, and then you keep doubling. And not that I want to bash people, but I mean, come on, man, that's nonsense. 50-0. Could go, could go 4-0. South Padre. All right, South Padre. I was in South Padre back in '93 for spring break. All I remember was Louis' backyard. It was some kind of place. So they were like line dancing to "Achy Breaky Heart." I didn't know where the hell I was. So I was like, "What the heck's going on here?" Um, let me just finish up the story here, Gabe. Hold on. This one was like I thought this was a gambling story. I hopefully he turns out and asks you if you had a Corpus Christi in college hoops or something, Sean. I don't have any money on either of those games, although we talked about on the show earlier, the lunch show, Trinity, Colorado, and Irvine. I like Colorado and I like Irvine. So the AC outs, yeah, Bally's is, I think, a FanDuel now. They have a FanDuel sports book, and Wild West has Will Hill runs it, but they're switching over to something else. Right now, it's a Will Hill line. A Caesars taking over something else. Will Hill's at Tropicana at Ocean. Golden Nugget is Canby. They're separate. BetMGM is Borgata Win over at the Borgata. Hard Rock is, I think Hard Rock is a Canby also. I think that's a Nugget one. Right. Sean, what the heck are we talking about here? I thought this was like a gambling question. Under in both Lake and Colorado and Irvine out there in the Big West checking like the unders. Why is there not art on the wall? I can find some art. I don't know. I know somebody who draws here. Hold on. Look at this. Sitting here on a little drying rack. Summer vibes. My daughter loves drawing stuff. These are minis. I told her we'll do a whole little. I get her a new phone. I said you can have your Instagram. She's young, and I said, but you'll have an Instagram strictly for your little art stuff. She wants to start up like an Etsy site for her art. I don't know. Oh man. Turbo dinosaur. Are you in Texas, Sean? Because I'm coming down there in a month and a half. Yeah, baseball. Similar meaning. games, yeah, I fire. I shouldn't say. uh, Some days are big. It's like I was looking at an opening day for MLB. I'm like, man, I love a bunch of games because I have the teams that I like, and this is sure must be the name. I'm all confused. 'Cause I'm reading all these comments, Jake. Yeah, so it's similar where I do fire a lot of games, but it's not. We're not taking like the 260 faves and stuff like that and crazy stuff. It's a lot of dog action, and we'll do a live show strictly baseball. I'll tell you who I like to win divisions and totals and stuff like that, and teams I'm looking at, and betting wise, we're gonna hit those teams. We're not gonna lay huge faves. If you like to bet games, Jake, get a monthly package me in April, and you'll see a bunch of Major League Baseball games, no doubt. Fan Cave is Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday, we got the Fan Cave, and then Sunday, I don't know, maybe we'll get a catch or something. It's half the games, and they still charge you double the price down there. As a self-defense expert, what would I have done? uh, with my kids, I don't know. Most gonna knock somebody down. You know, do I mean, what do you do? You knock out to go after the biggest guy first. That's what you always do. Take somebody's heart, take the big guy, and because everybody looks at that guy, you take his heart, and everybody else is going to fall in line. That's what we do. All right, so LSU, Alabama. Maybe I'm leaning Alabama here for that one. Big Ten, Illinois, Ohio State. We love Illinois to get it done here. We've been on them. Well, I should say on them because we have a future on them for the NCAA, so we know we like this team. The line looks a little low here, but Ohio State's playing real good. Like, have they turned on? They lost 4 straight, and then they come in. Grinder, Minnesota, OT Pitt, or OT Purdue, knock down 1 seed Michigan. Tough, close game. So closing out, they have trouble getting away. I mean, they're closing out nice the last 3 games. Before that, not so much. But this Illini team's healthy, like pretty good. They split the regular season, 73-68 and 87-81 back in January. Ohio State won. I'm not a self-defense expert, Sean. What the heck's going on here? I'll tell you, as a psychopath, I'll protect myself. That's what I would do, but I'm not a self-defense expert. Like, I know this is some kind of troll job, but whatever. I enjoy silly stuff. I'm all for being silly. So Illini in the tournament here have outscored their opponents 86-69, taking care of business on both sides of the floor, offense, defensively. But it's just, who is the Ohio State team? Is it this team that's winning close games? It's the team that dropped a couple in a row? I don't know. I'm going to lean Illinois. I'm not going to have a premium on this. I mean, huge win for Ohio State. Let down, could it be? Yeah, but we've seen teams like this. Hello, Georgetown. We just saw it. We saw Georgetown do this and demolish Creighton. Hey, Corey, how are you? Thanks for stopping in tonight. But so basketball's winding down. So we'll get back. We'll probably the live. I don't know. I doubt we'll do a night show and a day show this week. We'll probably do one probably for Major League Baseball down the road. We might get back to that. We'll probably do 2 days on. Go back to 2 shows, baseball days. Tomorrow night we'll definitely do one for the NCAA tournament. But I think during the week with NBA, it's not really worth doing it the night before because I don't get half the lines up. So baseball season starts. We'll probably do a double dipper because we got some opening talk. We could talk about things. I know people do fantasy. I'm not a fantasy guy, not in baseball, not in football. So we could bounce some stuff off each other, if you want to do that. But we'll basically just be talking games the night before. In baseball, I just, baseball's my favorite. I love baseball. NBA, or what games you talking about here, Corey? Yeah, Grand Canyon will be nice. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Where are the likes? I'll tell you, the lunch show today, the noon show today was jam packed with people. Holy cow! And I think we did okay on the noon show. I was trying to go through to see who we had. We rolled out Hartford, Morgan State money line loser. Ohio State, we said money line. No, we said if we're taking a dog, we're taking Ohio State there. Alabama, miracle win. Uh, Wichita, I don't know what we had on that. We talked about Arkansas over was a loser. Iona, we said to play. Texas Southern money line was a winner. Utah State money line was a loser. Texas game was a premium played at one. Crane was a premium lost. Western Kentucky. Who else we had? Ohio money line had that, or is it? Did that one? Was that yesterday? Ohio Buffalo? I don't remember when that was. It's you start doing two shows, you forget when they are. Who else? We said Eastern Washington tonight. We have our Georgia Tech future, Western Kentucky money line, over Abilene. We're looking at Grand Canyon money line, Colorado and Irvine. That was from earlier. I rewrote them down because I was throwing out some old stuff from the past days. Always a joker. I don't mind having a joker in the chat. Come on, Sean. Let's go. I love playing. Oh, how Buff. Okay, yeah, I'm just confused. I was like, I said if we're gonna take 2.5 or 3-point faves either way in a championship game, I said just go money line. You hate to be in a 1-point game. The line's 2, 2.5, 3. If you're just money line, you lay an extra $30. So Sean's having fun. I guess he's got to be copying and pasting this from something. It's got to be coming to a chat and try to make people laugh. All right. So listen, tomorrow, I guess we'll do a noon show tomorrow. Hit these games, talk about the night, and tomorrow night tournaments selection show should be done by 10. So we'll definitely do a selection show. Chris, what isn't there a message? Isn't there a message on Facebook? Where's the Facebook? I mean, if you're going to win in a free pick, you can send a message to win a free picks. Isn't there like a way to message? Yeah, Memphis covered. Should have won. Memphis should have won. No, there's got to be get a message because I get random messages in there all the time on Facebook. Leave a. I have. I think I leave a comment under my own name there, Sean Higgs. Just send it to me on Facebook. Hold on, Chris. Oh boy. Oh, what's going on here? See if you got a message, Chris. We took care of it. Glory is here. Check out Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's got over written all over it, doesn't it? At 39-33. Come on, Western. Post something. Put the biscuit in the basket. Let's go. Score some points. That's exactly what I looked like when I had hair. Iona. Yep, Gloria, I said Iona. I told you. Patino, getting it done. Guy didn't play for a month and a half, and here they are, dancing. Time to get your dancing shoes on. Ricky might take over for your son. Your son might get fired from Minnesota, and then you come in and they won't have to change the. You don't have to change the name on the door. Just leave the Patino on there. And a one, huh? I no, I understand, Chris. Listen, I'll dig out some baby photos to see what I look like when I had hair. You'd be like, oh my god, it's really him. I got it. It's fine. You know what? We're a little behind, Chris, but you'll see. All right. So NCAA tournament show tomorrow night. Illinois, Ohio State. The line is 5.5. Total is 151.5 for Illinois and Ohio State. We need Western to come back. Let's go. Get it done. I don't want them down. I want them ahead. Let's get ahead. Okay, put this. So put it in. I mean, I got them. I got 850. I mean, that was to start at the tournament. 10 o'clock tomorrow. It'll be a 10 o'clock start time tomorrow. So tomorrow, 10 p.m. tournament action. I want to maybe after. I want to be able to print out some brackets and fill them out in front so we have it down in front of us so we kind of know what's going on. That way, I'm not flipping back and forth. I just have it in front. We can talk about games. Everybody will know the seedings and lines will be coming up. Maybe they'll have the lines up as we. Yeah, well, spread the word. We'll have people in here tomorrow. I'll put tournament picks, and it'll be a free for all. So, yeah, we should have lines for these games. Definitely at earliest 10. I got to see though, because I'll probably be loading up games for the week for Thursday and Friday ahead of time. So, yeah, definitely will be. Again, the selection show starts at what, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's speaking of selection show. I mean, I'm old enough to remember like selection Sunday. You had Missouri Valley Conference at like 11, 12 o'clock. I think you'd have Conference USA going the same time, and I think it was the Big Ten would play their championship game at 6, and like the winner would just be assumed a 1 seed somewhere, like Michigan State back in the mid 90s. Without like they were just. Remember, anybody remember these games? They weren't all played at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. There was Sunday there was games at 6 p.m. But the select show's at 6. They're gonna expand it for what, 2-something hours. So by 10, I should be locked and loaded. If you're looking to get on a package, bro, get a weekly one on Monday because you're gonna have 30 college basketball games loaded up. And we're gonna have all the NITs and the smaller conferences. Hopefully, they all play. That'll be nice. Yeah, San Diego. Well, listen, the Aztecs, they're always pretty good. They're not a bad club. But hey, things happen. Utah State they beat them twice this year. Although we've seen teams who've beaten teams kind of beat them every time so far. So that hasn't really, what's going on with Norfolk? Did they beat Morgan? Because Norfolk had beat them 3 out of 4 times this year. Nevada was 2-0 versus Boise, and I took Boise, and they got beat. USC routed again by Colorado. So teams that have been beaten teams, they still have been beaten teams. Yeah, if you get a weekly, you get everything. You'll get NBA, any NBA put out, and I'll tell you, everybody, my NBA is limited. Maybe one a day. Definitely not like college football. Even hockey, I put out more hockey than NBA. NBA, I'm gonna look for kind of one best kind of game, and I don't rate it like crazy, like game of the week style. It's only one because it's NBA is I find it extremely tough. You got guys resting. It's they worry about playoffs. I'm not a huge fan of the NBA. Playoff time's a little different. I can expect 100% efforts all the time, but regular season, I'm looking on teams on road trips, back to backs, who got waxed their last game out and gonna show up a little bit the next game. So if NBA, I do put out some plays, but not on the volume of college basketball or the football or even Major League Baseball. NBA is strictly small doses. Moving up to 3.5. Well, why not? They beat them twice already. And Santa Barbara's a tough squad. Santa Barbara's pretty good, the 1 seed. And the whole tough to beat a good team 3. I get it. I get that more. That's more, I think, in a football kind of thing than basketball. Because basketball, we've seen teams kind of take care of business. Because when you're set, and going back to bring up like the old days, the old ACC and Big East, like these teams would play. You'd have coaches forever. It was always Dean Smith versus Coach K. You knew exactly what you're getting out of John Thompson and Jim Boeheim and Calhoun and Louis Carnesecca and Raleigh Massimino. Like, you had coaches stayed all the time. They had the same kind of players. They recruit the same kind of players. They played the same kind of offense, defense. That's why these mid-majors, are as good or better than some of the smaller power or the weaker Power 5 teams, because guys aren't going to the NBA after one season. They're staying 3-4 years with a coach who's most of the time staying there until he takes a jump, and they're putting an assistant in there and they're not missing a beat. Hello, Wichita State. Look at Loyola, San Diego State. Nevada does a little different. They bring in a lot of transfer guys, but some of these small schools, Western Kentucky's always been a solid. Belmont's been a solid. We can go on and on. NBA is, it's a one-man show. Who's lining up tonight? I don't get it. All right, Miguel, that's good news for us. But listen, we'll wrap this up on a Saturday night. The Saturday night show is dead. I listen. I'm grateful. I see a bunch of regulars. I love it, but compared, I'm like, it's Friday, Saturday night. Nobody comes in. I'm like, oh, it's 10 o'clock on a Friday, Saturday night. I guess if you're out west, it's 7. You can still have time to do stuff. But tomorrow night, big show. Make sure you print out your brackets. Grab a pen. It's going to be now. That'll be like a 2+ hour show tomorrow. Did I do this for a living? I'm doing this for 16 years. 16 years I've been doing this. Number one piece of advice: you have to manage your expectations. For one, don't expect you're going to win every day. Watch the bankroll. I said on another show, someone told me, be happy with a day's pay. If you're, whatever you make a day in your real world job, how can you come in and complain if you put $100 or 200 or 5,000, whatever your bankroll is, $50 for argument's sake? You just watched a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game for 2.5, 3 hours, and you $100 for watching TV. Why would you thumb your nose at that? If you have 4, baseball games. Well, I use baseball because this is where I don't argue. I try to explain things to people who buy packages, and just in general to people. You bet 4 underdogs, right? You go 2-2, and you end up making $37 because one was plus 7, 117, one's plus 10, 17, 27, whatever it is. And you're like, oh, well, I only got $27. And I say to people, go just hand random people $27. every day. Go ran. You wouldn't do that. Who in this chat room says they go out and hands $20 to complete strangers every day? You're not doing it. So why would you be upset that you only made $27? What's 27 times 360? You take add that up. Add it up after 30 days a month. You know, I don't mind. We could always talk that. I don't mind. A lot of times we have new people in here. They don't know uh, mascots or team names and what's this or that when we talk about. So, a lot of people are new. It's sports betting's coming up. It's in 20 something states. So people are like, oh, what's this? And then you turn into this show and see a dude with a shaved head and look like me with a Jersey accent. You're like, look at this clown out here. What's he talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm living some most expensive places to live in the country here, but somehow I've grinded out of living for 16 years betting games. I mean, and it ain't easy. I'll tell you that, bro. I mean, you anybody who's brought my pack, I've been up and down the last 2 weeks. Win, lose, got a mess. I had yesterday. You lost. I don't know who I had. Wichita. So he brought two. So Baylor and Wichita. He brought like those two games. They both lost, and I feel bad for those two games. But the other, all in all, was you split. I'm not going to win every game. Nobody's going to win every game. They tell you going to win every game. It's a lion sack of crap. It's somebody with some wacky avatar on their TikTok or where the hell you found them at. Find a real person. I tell people, here I am. I'm in the Meadowlands. I'm in AC. Come see me in Vegas. Where are you? I'll go to PA Sportsbook. I'll be in Texas. I'll be in Vegas every other weekend. I'll be in Louisiana Sportsbook. I can fly to AC. It's a 2.5 hour flight. Yeah, I mean, New York. You're living in this area, bro. It is insane. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. I win a little bit. But you have to manage your expectations. Okay, I've plenty of times I've had a winning week and be like, look at this, I got $8,000. Next week it's all right. I'm down 14. There you go. How's that go? Because you think it's never going to end. Bro, take your winnings and be like, okay, I won this much. Put it away. Put it away. Just most of you guys I think have probably real jobs, right, guys and girls? Right? You get up in the morning or nights, swing shift. I don't know when you work. This is fun for you. Like, all right, I'm going to put 50 on this. I'm going to do a 10 team or a $10 4-teamer and, make a couple $100, having fun. You're having fun, right? Most people, when they go to Las Vegas or Atlantic City or any casino, are like, oh, I brought $300. I'm going to go have a good time. Good time. What the freak are you talking about? I'm going to work. I'm driving down there. It's time to go to work. Pull up. Here's the valet. It's $20. Keep it close. I'm going to go in, roll the dice or play the game. I mean, like, it's work. You're not here to have fun. Trap is in the house. He will be in Dirty Jersey, hanging out in Atlantic City, Wild West Fan Cave. He's a wing guy. I've already talked to the host down there. We got wings. We got sandwiches. There's pretzels. There's cheesesteaks. Whatever we need. No, I got that ain't me, bro. I just try to speak the truth. I mean, and it's tough because, and I say this, there's a lot of places you can go and watch people give picks, and let's be honest, that ESPN and Foxy's, they have guys on there giving advice on all types of shows. I know some people do that, and good for them, but they went to college. They have a 4-year degree in broadcasting or TV or some stuff. That's and they like to bet because it's fun. No. Here's an idea. Take away your paycheck and now do this. Then see how good you are. But you got guys. I always bring up the ESPN, like the Corso guys. Like, who waits for him to make a pick? Like, but people do, because that's what they think is normal. I don't know. I just try to be truthful. I'm going to tell you how things are. That's just the way it is. I'm not some like big millionaire guy. Nope, I am a grinder who survives. Got money for a house. We got cars. Got money put away for the kids, college. That's what you got to do. You can't. This isn't a game. This is work. Like you have fun. You could have fun. It's not fun for me. It's a job. That's why I say I'm not sitting here watching games, worrying about oh my God, they're down 6. I'm going to live bet this. Wait, I like my game. They should win. I'm sticking by it. I'm not bailing out on a hedge. I'm not. They're coming back. They're going to win. If they don't win, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to go back to work. Here are the numbers. Got a new slate of games every day. Is it hockey? Is it baseball? NBA? College hoops? College football? NFL? So, all right. That's enough of my sage wisdom. But we'll see everybody tomorrow night. I'll come. You know what? We'll do a little show tomorrow. I'll be here at noon. We'll talk about the games. We'll blabber a little bit, little tongue wagging, and then the big show tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Make sure everybody's here, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for everybody stopping by again. Right now we got more likes than listeners, so that's always a good thing to see. But let's hope Western Kentucky pulls it out for us. That'll be nice. I don't know what's going on there. Can we get an update in Western Kentucky? 45-41. Ooh, a barn burner. I can't even watch this game because as a bettor, I'll close it with this. Like, not that I believe in like jinxes and you're throwing that out, but that is just definitely bad juju, like stuff like that. Like, oh, this is a easy winner. It's like your team's up at the halftime or stuff like that. I don't ever say that. That's the kiss of death. I don't ever say stuff like I can't. I'm not even gonna watch it. Like it happens, like the superstition comes into play. Elliot, man, where you been? Late for you. I'm getting out of here. Elliot, tomorrow at noon, and then the 10 o'clock show tomorrow is going to be off the chains tournament show. Print out brackets, whatever. You get a notebook. I know people probably just use their phones. I don't know. I'm a notebook guy. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. I appreciate everybody's kind wisdom, and they're watching, riding, wins, losses. You come in here. It's a good time. I appreciate it. I like it. I like it a lot, as they said in was that Dumb and Dumber? I don't know. Yeah. All right. Tomorrow noon, we'll talk we'll talk about these games again tomorrow. See if I like anything more than what I have now, but who knows?